Welcome to this episode of DDB Talks, our video series featuring the brightest minds, most interesting stories, and tales of unexpected works from around the world. I'm Lindsay Bennett, and today I'm joined by Juan Ortiz, CEO of DDB Latina, who has led the region to incredible success recently, including being named Network of the Year at Cannes, Crema, El Ojo, FIEP, and Effie's Latam. Juan Carlos, tell me about the last 12 months and what do you attribute the success to overall?
So, Lindsay, first, thank you so much for the invitation. And yes, it's a pleasure to be here. So let me tell you, I attribute the success of the last 12 months to the past 48 months. Because, when things go well, it's not about the moment of success. It's about the time you've been working and spending with your team in order to get the success. So success never comes as a rain from the sky. It's always a process of consistency, discipline, and of course, a strong team and inspiration. So I have to say that we've been working hard to get here. And we've been working hard for a long time with a tremendous team. What Latina has is culture. We created a team that is very powerful, very unified, dreaming together and working together. So we've been doing that for at least 5-6 years. And when you see, for example, the results of Latina in the last 12 months, that has been incredible. It's been incredible, not just because of the results, but because we've been doing that in the middle of the pandemic. And that talks highly about the team we have, the people. And first, I think that what is very important, I want to say thanks and congratulations to all the offices that made this possible. So as you know, the Latina is a very unexpected, talking about unexpected region. Maybe it's the only region in the world, not of DDB, but in the communications business, that works not on the side of geography, but more on the cultural side. And we have a beautiful triangle that is composed by USA. We have a big business in the US, all the Latino Hispanic business in USA that is huge. We have Spain, that is the Latin side of Europe. And we have all Latin America with Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Peru. And we have a tremendous structure between USA, Europe, and Latin America. So we've been bringing freshness. And since that, we've been working together to get what we got the last year.
Yeah, I think the regional structure of DDB Latina is definitely a unique one and speaks to the impact you've had on the business, unifying those areas around the world around culture, which I think is one of the many strengths of DDB Latina for sure. I think another strength that has emerged from DDB Latina that this year will be embraced by the entire DDB network, which is such a testament to you and the team, but is the bullseye system. So can you tell me a little bit about the bullseye system and how you think it's contributed to the overall achievements of DDB Latina over the last, year, but as you said, last 5-6 years?
I have to tell you that the bullseye has been key on this, Lindsay. It's been really one of the big pillars of Latina because we really put creative in the center of the company. We believe that we are here and we can survive and we can be sexy because we are creative. And bullseye is the way we created to get a creative benchmark, but at the same time to create culture. Because we get together with all the countries and then we see all the work from the countries. Every office gets like a target for the year, and the target of the year in bullseye is connected with the bonus pool. So really, we think that this is something that as a region, we're working hard and is really creating an added value on the creative benchmark, the results, and of course, the creating a culture. So everything you saw and you talked about the awards, everything is being part of the bullseye because the bullseye is like the system that is pushing pressing, inspiring the teams in order to get all these results. And we're very proud of it. Absolutely.
It identifies the best work, right, and helps you craft case studies and make sure that we're putting our best foot forward at all the award shows. So tell me about some of the work that it helped identify and the work that you're most proud of.
Look, I think that I have to tell you something really interesting about the bullseye. First is we created a method that is there and is real. So, for example, every time we get a bullseye right now, and we have a Latina creative board, and it's really serious. It's a big thing. We have our best minds working together. We meet like 4 times per year, and every time we have a bullseye, 90% of the cases is a lion. So when we have a unanimous bullseye, 95% of the cases is a gold. So to get a bullseye is not an easy thing. So all the offices are working always to create bullseyes. And that's very important because our business is not just about doing the homework for your client. That is good, you have to do it. Also, we have to be proactive. And proactivity is something of the most important parts right now of our industry in front of our clients. So yeah, absolutely. If you saw the last years, Latina is being increasingly winning more and more awards at Cannes, for example, plus Grand Prix. So I have to tell you that I have to apply. Another important thing about the bullseye is the creation of a culture, because maybe years ago Brazil was a powerhouse, but now we have Brazil creating a lot of awards. We have Miami office in the US creating a lot of awards. We have DDB Spain creating a lot of awards, but we have DDB Colombia creating awards, Argentina, we have Puerto Rico, we have Guatemala, we have Mexico, we have Peru. So instead of having 2 offices, this is the creation of the culture through the bullseye. We have right now 9 offices creating and winning awards.
That's amazing. And as we roll out the bullseye globally, it's really exciting that maybe we can go from 9 to 149 of our DDB worldwide offices. And you must be incredibly proud seeing that platform now being shared around the world and the impact that Latina can have on our network. And then, of course, at all the award shows, hopefully we will be, better than we were.
Absolutely, and if you ask me what is my dream, is I want to support and help, and of course all the DDB Latina team. We want DDB as number 1. We don't want DDB as number 3 and number 4. We don't care about that. We want to be number 1, and I think that the bullseye can help. And because we have a lot of talent around the world, we have a lot of offices. But if we create one strong culture in a global basis, we are unbeatable. We have to be number 1.
Yes, here's to being number 1, hopefully, as we, step into the award shows this year. So it can't be all trophy wins and Agency of the Year accolades. Of course, you reference we've faced some really challenging times with the pandemic, and it's been an incredibly difficult time for our people, but also for creativity. So tell me about the challenges you faced and how you overcame them using that amazing culture that you speak to.
Okay, so before to talk about the challenges, I want to say something that is important, and is this. I am a creative person, but I truly believe that I'm not here to run and create a creative department. I truly believe in a creative company. That is different. That's why I became a CEO. And I'm saying this because I don't believe in splitting creativity in one side and business in the other one. I don't care about that. I truly believe that they are one. And Latina is being a success in award shows, but also we are winning, and we are also the network in EFIs.
Yes.
So we have the creative side and the EFI side, because this is for me the clear conclusion that they are the same. If you are creative, you need to win an EFI. If you win an EFI, you have to be creative. So right now we're saying that we are the most creative agency because we are the most effective one. Or we're saying we are the most effective one because we are the most creative one. And that's the real power. And when you see the results of Latina in business, is the region that is growing the most in growth. And you see the result in winning new business is impressive because this is something that is totally connected. Success in business is totally connected to success in the creative product. That's the first thing that I think that is key to share, because that makes me proud, extremely proud. And what you're saying about the challenges is very simple. So we love problems. We love difficulties, because I do truly believe that when you get a tough moment is when you have the opportunity to shine. It's very difficult to shine when everything is doing okay and perfect. So we truly believe that when we are in difficult times, we can shine. And that was the example of the pandemic. In the middle of the pandemic, we've been having our best year ever. And that's the power of a team thinking that a problem is always an opportunity. And that's a very strong feeling we need to get, and we push hard to get it. Challenges, yes, the world is a challenge. To live is a challenge. Look at the world today. Pandemic, war, it's crazy what is happening. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And we need to be very creative about understanding what's the light. So, of course, what's the main challenge is like you never have to be happy with what you get, because you need always to find a way to move forward and to move forward. And it's normally when you get a great year, you have to reinvent yourself again. You have to reset yourself in order to talk about the next year and to work in the next year. So the big challenge is our constant reset or reinvention. And we're always curious and moving ahead and finding ways and new ways. And we have a strong platform in people and culture, but we are always looking for what's next. And we love to do that. So we never get stopped. We never get stuck. And that's a big challenge is let's move forward.
Yeah, so how has COVID and the pandemic and working from home and the last 2 years of turbulence changed the way that you approach creativity and the work that we create?
So the most important part is we used to meet a lot before pandemic. And with pandemic, we're meeting even more. Not physically, but the emotional connection between the team members and the countries and the offices and the board of Latina. We meet every week, and all of us. So that's something that is being really getting stronger during pandemic. So if you ask me about pandemic, I have to tell you that pandemic first is being an accelerator of everything, including is being accelerating the union of the team. And that's one. And the second one is absolutely, we've been always looking for ways to be even more creative, because to present through Zoom, you have to be very creative. To create and to get together, you need to be creative, because you need to get the freshness of the Zoom and getting it. So I have to tell you that this has been a beautiful challenge, but getting a lot of good things for life. And we truly got a good time. And I think that we've been learning a lot, and it's been very inspiring. So I've been spending more time with my family and many members of the group. So that's been incredible and very beautiful. I like it a lot. So I think that I'm very positive. I'm very optimistic. And I'm very thankful for what we learned in the last 2 years and the things that we really did.
Mm. Yes, I guess for all of us or most of us, it showed what our priorities should be, right? And what we should invest in. So I think, spending more time with our families is definitely an added bonus.
Fantastic.
You've been at DDB for longer than a decade, I think, coming up to, is it 15 years this year or?
No, this year is
14?
14 this year, yeah. Correct.
So a long time. It's a long time to stay in the network. And what I love about our network is there's so many people that have been there longer for 10 years. And, you know, Marty O'Halloran, our global CEO, is more than 30 years. So we've got some really great loyalty. Tell me about why you've decided to stay with DDB all this time and what has really kept you here.
I think that for me, what is key is talking about emotional advantage. This is about an emotional decision. I'm going to be in a place where I feel happy and where I feel connected with the people. The day that I don't feel happy and connected with the people, that day I'm not going to stay in a place. So that means that for me, the DDB family, the people from DDB and the team, they've been always a source of connectivity, emotional connectivity, and happiness of working. Because normally when you have this team and you have trust and you have brilliant minds around you, look at the results. And when you get the results, that gives you even more happiness. So it's like a circle. It's a circle of life that is there, and when you are part of it and you're happy, you stay there. So we've been getting like a process, and we've been seeing a learning curve and a process of improving and improving and improving, and that gives happiness to us and to the team.
That's lovely. And you've mentioned unexpected works a few times and how the region is the example of unexpected works, the way that it's structured. Tell me about what unexpected works means to you and DDB Latina and how you've taken it on since we launched it last year.
Unexpected works for us is, we launched it last year, but for us it's been there on our DNA years before, because really unexpected works gives you the magic of surprise. And surprise is life, is happiness, is everything. So when you are not unexpected, you become like a status quo, like something that is average. And that's there's no reason for you, for the team, and for the clients. So our structure, the way we operate at DDB Latina, is unexpected works. The results we've been getting in all the festival is unexpected works. The way we operate is unexpected works. The bullseye for us is being a success, and it's unexpected works. And you know, the most important, pandemic is being unexpected works. To work in the pandemic is being unexpected works. And then that unexpected works gives you a context that if you are smart and clever, always in everything, you can get beautiful opportunities out of it. So it's unexpected works is a platform, because then you decide if you make it bigger or not.
And something else that I think is unexpected works is the fact that you have written a book, and you wrote that book on a BlackBerry while you were traveling the world on a plane, right? When we used to be able to do so. So tell us a little bit about your book as a bit of a shameless plug, and what inspired you to write it.
So the book is called The Shorts. And I wrote Shorts, the book, that is about creative stories of the world, real ones. And I've been working for 28 years around the world, and I have a lot of stories, beautiful human stories around creativity. So one day I said, I'm in a plane, I'm flying from, I don't know, from where, one place to another one, and if the plane crashes, all the stories are gonna disappear with me. So I said, I have to write this. So I decided to write it's more than 100 stories, but the stories TLDR, too long didn't read. So short stories, real ones, and about my world, the creative mind, the creative world. And I decided to do it not just as how to write something in a very nice way, but I decided also the form needed to be creative. So I decided to do it on my phone, 100%, and in a plane, because for me the plane was like a temple to write. So I started with the BlackBerry, and I wrote the first book, and it was such a success. I have to tell you, more than 100,000 books sold around the world. It was the first book written on a phone and a plane. Forbes magazine made a beautiful interview, and they called the book the postmodern book. And then, like a month ago, I wrote the second part that is called Shorts Times 2. and then I did it on my iPhone, and is the second part of that book, Shorts Times 2. And I'm very proud and happy about it, because I love to write. And I love to write on a phone, because the phone is like my alter ego. And I love to write in a plane, because it's a temple of calm, and you can focus and to write. So it's been a beautiful experience.
Very true. I do my best work on planes, I say.
Right.
And when does the second book come out? Is it already for sale?
It's right now. You can get it in digital in smashwords.com. Marty wrote an intro.
Great.
And it's going to be in Kindle. It's going to be in iBooks in the next 2 weeks. Amazing. And then it's going to go to some libraries in the US in maybe next month. So that's going to be the idea of Shorts Times 2.
Well, we will put the links to where you can get that amazing book in our notes. So 2023, I'm sure an even bigger year for DDB Latina. What are you most excited about, and what have you got in store that's going to surprise us? Because no doubt you'll continue to surprise us this year.
Look, I went to a meeting of the World Economic Forum by January, and it was very interesting that it was a group of CEOs and politicians, NGOs together, and it was a beautiful search and some questions to them. And the question was, what is the most important thing for your company, for your country, or for your foundation in the world that is coming at the end of the pandemic and after pandemic? And you know what was the word? The winner? Creativity. So we are living, and we're going to live, the most important moment of creativity in history right now. So that's going to be like a beautiful food for us. So we're living, and we're going to live the most incredible moment of our company if we do it in the right way, and our people, our teams, because we're going to impact the world as never before. It's about creativity, and we need to move into that wave in a very strong way, and to take advantage of that moment. So what is going to happen in 2023 is going to be the best momentum for ideas in history. Everybody's willing to get ideas after these difficult times. So we have a beautiful opportunity. Beautiful. It's inspiring what is going to happen. So I have to tell you what's going to happen in 2023. It's going to be the world of ideas as never before. So it's going to be really inspiring for us. So I hope that DDB is going to push hard and to be part of this beautiful wave of creativity in the world.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that sounds incredibly exciting, and I'm inspired myself. So, Juan Carlos, it's been an absolute delight. Congratulations again on all your success. It's just been an incredible thing to watch play out, and I have no doubt that this year you will continue to go from strength to strength. So thank you for joining me today on DDB Talks, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much, and I hope that someone is going to see this, because I hope so. It's unexpected. I hope that's going to work. So thank you so much, Lindsay, for the time.
All good.
Thank you. Bye.